Today we will see the structural style of modeling. We have already seen the data flow modeling style and a behavioral modeling style. This is another style of expressing the entity or the functionality of entity. The functionality of entity is described as a set of interconnected components. Means you are actually going to describe how the different components which are making the circuit are connected in your design. For example, if you see an half adder, in this half adder there are two inputs A and B and there are two outputs sum and carry. In this case, whatever the connections to the XOR gate, the A is connected to XOR gate, the B is also connected to XOR gate, and the output of XOR gate is sum. Similarly, if you see the AND gate, A is connected to the AND gate, B is also connected to AND gate, and the carry is the output. This is actually the connection of, or you may say a structure, how the components are being connected to form an half adder. Now, when we use a structural modeling style, we need two different types of statement. One statement is you need a declaration related to the component, and second statement you need how the components are connected. That's why there are only two types of statements in a structural modeling style. One statement is component declaration statement and another one is a component instantiation statement. Let us see the example of half adder and its VHDL code. If we see the structural style of the same example which we have seen, that is a half adder, now we can see, now I have not shown over here the entity, quite obvious, entity will be same. What the entity which we have seen in the earlier examples in the data flow modeling style and behavioral modeling style, the same type of entity will be over here. I will speak out the entity for just recall. Entity half adder is port in bracket A comma B in steady logic colon sum comma carry out colon steady logic bracket complete semicolon end half adder. This will be an entity. Now the architecture of the half adder of here the name is given as ADDL. Architecture ADDL of adder is component XOR1 is port X comma Y in bit and Z colon out bit. Here you can see that the first two components are being declared. The first component is the XOR and the second component is AND. These two statements are declaring the components, and you can see that the component declaration is before keyword begin in the architecture part, in the architecture and before the keyword begin. After keyword begin, it is actually the interconnection of the components for half adder. That's why it is called as a component instantiation statement. Here you can see there are two statements and two names are being given, x1 and x2, and this XOR L and this XOR and these two names are given of the components, and this port map is a keyword, and A comma B comma sum is a association, and here we have used a positional association. Okay, this is a simple example to understand the structural modeling.